Hey, what's up there, friends? Welcome into our second video of the Small Business Development Series. In this series, I'm giving you clarity and reassurance on which direction you should be going on developing your company. If you don't know what type of company to start, I'm giving you some pointers and tips on how to be effective and properly structure a business. In today's video, what we're going to go over is pretty much the top 4 things that each business needs to have in order to be a profiting, successful, revenue generating business, okay? Because a lot of us just have good ideas. You might just get it registered, but you're simply not making money, okay? So make sure you continue on through the videos of this series, because I'm also going to do a video separately about how to start generating revenue for your business. So coming in at number 1, each business needs some sort of business registration, no matter where you are in the world. Even with me being here in Nigeria and West Africa, I noticed that in order for me to continue doing my consulting-based business here in Africa, I actually need to have my business registered here in Abuja, Nigeria. So it's everywhere in the world. What I mean by registered is it needs to be like a limited liability company or an incorporation, one of the two. And I'm not talking about a DBA or a sole proprietorship. Let's dive a little bit deeper into what those are. A DBA is an acronym for doing business as. Doing business as is pretty much a fictitious name or a nickname for your business. The name of my business, the full name is Superior Business Development Solutions, LLC. But my DBA is Superior Solutions, LLC. You see how that is? So you don't use a DBA as like you are officially registered as a company. That is not what that means. That just simply means that you have a nickname for your business that's not even fully registered through the state. You understand? Now, sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is a professional word for side gig or side hustle. It just simply means that you're not fully committed to the development of this business and you're doing it as an extra stream of income, not looking to really make it a full stream of income and fully go full force with it, right? So having a sole proprietorship or working under a DBA doesn't really flow when we're talking about going for funding opportunities, because it doesn't show commitment. So having a business registration where you've actually paid to register your business through the state or through your local governments shows commitment to your idea. It's very important that you put your best foot forward and go ahead and invest into getting your business registered. So number 1, get your business registered. Coming in at number 2 would be some sort of brand identity. Every business needs brand identification. Brand identification is having a nice logo and having a website, especially having some sort of 3-minute pitch video. I talked about that in my how to search and apply to grants series. You can refer to that one. But definitely having those 3 key things is showing commitment to your brand identity and brand awareness. If you are doing a service or product, whichever have you or both, it's important that you have your logos already ready to go and your website. We live in a digital age. In 2025 and beyond, everybody's Googling the most simplest things like pizza near me, restaurant near me, coffee near me, whatever have you, and they're looking at the reviews or going directly to the websites to reassure themselves that this is a place that they want to dine at, or they want to simply have coffee, or they just want to use as a co-working space. Now, some tools that I can give you to help you develop that, okay, would be, you can visit looka.com, that's LOOKA.com. And looka.com is a really cool tool that has artificial intelligence with it that automatically just draws up a whole bunch of different logos using the filters that you put in. You choose your brand colors, you choose your font type, and you just tell them a little bit about what your business is and give them your company name. And then it will draw up hundreds of different logo styles for you. You choose the best one that you like, and you just simply pay about $20 to $30 for the entire brand kit. You can take it from there. You can use other tools like canva.com that gives you some really good logo templates, and also, ChatGPT, right? Have at it if you know how to work artificial intelligence, okay? Now, when we're talking about developing a website, my favorite website provider and developer would be GoDaddy.com. I can't stress this enough, but GoDaddy.com is super easy to comprehend. It's very simplified and it has a full dashboard that's easy for you to read and just navigate through. Now, if you're not super tech savvy, then you can always visit Fiverr.com and you can find someone to develop your website for you. And that usually costs around like $200 to $300 or probably more depending on what type of website you're looking for. But having a website is definitely needed. And for your pitch video, well, you could just simply use the back of your camera, like the back of your phone, and sit down and talk about your product or service. Go all in about your product or service and why we should actually shop with you, and a little bit about you. Show some compassion, right? Why should we shop with you? What is the problem and how are you solving it? This pitch video needs to be added inside of your website to give it more of a compassionate feel and can show that you are committed to your entire development process. All right, so let's go to number 3. So coming in at number 3 will be a problem-solving product or service. So your product or service pretty much needs to solve a problem. Every business needs that. I know a lot of you guys are into trending type of businesses, but it doesn't have compassion in it when you're just following someone else. One example I can give you is I got into the trucking industry with an old partner of mine. And I only got into the trucking industry simply because it was a trend. It seemed like every Black business owner was talking about trucking, transportation, get into trucking. Well, I used my personal credit and I'm $200,000 in the hole simply from investing into a business that I was not compassionate about and I really didn't have much education about. I was just simply following a trend. I wasn't trying to solve a problem. I was just simply trying to make money. So what I'm telling you here is make sure your business, your product or service solves a problem. When you are a problem solver, that is the key to making money and being successful. You can also get so many different reviews from your customers or your clients that you are solving these problems for, which will show meritness in your business and will increase your opportunities for getting different things like grants, different networking opportunities, investment capital if you're looking for it. So make sure you're out here focusing on problem solving, not just trying to make money. I know your problem might be, girl, I'm looking for financial freedom. My problem is I'm tired of paying these bills, okay? But I'm here to tell you, no matter where you stay in the world, bills gonna bill, all right? You're going to have to pay your bills. So make sure you have a problem-solving business. Coming in at number 4 will be to have a customer service contact, all right? So once you all have set up your business, you have your brand awareness all together, right? And understand what the problem you're solving and you have a problem-solving service or product, right? Number 4 would be have some sort of customer service contact. It can be as simple as having a designated email. It can be support@abccompany.com. So people can email you anytime that they have any troubles or problems with your product or service. It's important that your customers and clients have a designated place or is able to get in contact with someone from your team about the service that they're receiving or just inquire about things, right? So it's important for you to have a point of contact for those clients that might want to inquire more about your services or products, or just simply need help with understanding more about what you have or what you're offering, okay? So, welcome to the end of the video. I wasn't gonna take much of your time. That wasn't much, right? I hope it wasn't. So just to review, every business needs to have business registration. You need to have a brand identification, like a logo, a website, and a 3-minute pitch video. You need to have a problem-solving product or service. All right, problem solving. You need to be compassionate about it. Don't be following behind the trends. And then last but not least, you need to make sure that you have a customer service point of contact, whether that's going to be email or like a separate cell phone or whatever have you, okay? So I want to thank you so much for coming towards the end of the video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so other small business owners and startups can learn more and have a different point of view of how to develop, right? And continue watching the videos in this business series because we're diving deeper and we're getting close to the hot gems that I think you're looking for. If you want a more personalized conversation with me, a one-on-one, something more tailored, I offer a safe space where you can be vulnerable enough to tell me like what your business challenges are. And trust me, you will not be let down. It's a 45-minute consultation and we will literally dive deep into the mindset, deep deep into the reasons for why you're not pushing forward, and I'll give you some execution strategies on what you can execute, how you can start making money today. So book a one-on-one consultation with me. The links is in the description of all of my videos. And I want to thank you so much for coming to the end of this video. I will see you on the other side of business. Bye-bye for now.